So I have a simple math question for you. 5 frogs are sitting on a log. 4 of the frogs decide to jump off. How many frogs are left? Did you answer 1? Well, you're wrong. There's actually 5 frogs left because 4 frogs decided to jump, but they actually didn't jump. The correct answer is still 5 because the difference is deciding versus doing. This week I've been a little bit in a funk. I've been a bit quiet. Things going on in my life, a little bit of confusion, a little bit of turmoil. I'm up to big things, and when you're up to big things, then you often have big decisions to make or big obstacles that get in your way. And I was stuck and frozen because I had all of these opportunities and I was able to look for a whole bunch of different solutions because I'm somebody who doesn't sit in the problem. I start automatically going to the solutions. And I had a number of solutions, but I made a couple of decisions, maybe even in my head, but then I actually wasn't executing on those things. And it was perpetually making me feel even more unproductive, unconstructive, like things weren't moving. I wasn't going forward. And that kind of gets you down as well. So we tend to make a lot of decisions and, you'll decide to eat healthier, get another degree, start a new business. But all of the decisions that you make really mean nothing unless you take action. So what are some ways that you can move from deciding to doing? One of the things is to just stop waiting until conditions are perfect. I'm sure you're familiar with this. When X happens, then I can do Y. Once Thanksgiving is over, I can start a diet. All of these conditions, the summer, a time of day, a time of year, somebody coming into your life, somebody coming out of your life, all of these things that need to happen. Stop waiting until the conditions are perfect. Just start and then make adjustments as you go along. Another thing is stop, get up, and just do it. There's turning yourself into a doer instead of somebody who talks about things, stupid, simple little things like, for me, I have to buy deodorant and I'm trying to plan when I can go in between going home, stopping up at the office, going to pick this thing up, going to see that client. I literally this week have been thinking, if I needed the deodorant, wherever I was, I got in my car and I went and bought the deodorant. And then you check it off the list. And once you check it off the list, you feel so much better. And then that makes you feel like you're actually accomplishing things, something as stupid as buying deodorant, but things start to move forward. The doubt starts to creep out of your mind. And you start to see yourself as somebody that can actually make things happen. And if you can make little things happen, then obviously you can make gradually bigger and bigger and bigger things happen as well. Sometimes we overthink things. So stopping overthinking things, you start to get what I call paralysis analysis. You're starting to think about what could go wrong. I mean, it's one thing to be responsible and to consider options and consider what could get in your way because you want to put yourself in a position to win. But analyzing every single thing is definitely going to be something that's going to stop you from actually just pulling the trigger and taking that action. Another thing is taking continuous action. You want to always be in momentum, doing constantly, going forward. Sometimes just taking one little step towards the achievement of what it is that you're trying to accomplish or getting to where it is that you want to get to. You can even set a time aside in a day, like say 15 minutes every day, just to take one step towards what it is that you want to do. And that could be a step of planning. Just don't get stuck in the paralysis analysis, in the analysis of paralysis. Sometimes we're afraid. And one great thing to do is to actually use your action to overcome your fear. Once you get started, the fear of doing something does tend to go away. And it's sometimes, most often, taking the first step is the thing that you need to do. And then slowly you start to see that what you're afraid of is not actually going to be an obstacle. Remember, being courageous is not the absence of fear, but acting in the face of fear. So bringing out that inner hero, that courageous part of you that you know exists, because I'm sure if you look back in your life, you can see where it's been around before. Focusing on the present. There's an old Chinese proverb that says that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time to plant a tree is today. So imagine if you're not planting that tree now, you're still going to be sitting underneath the sun 20 years from now. So you can be in the present, focusing on what it is that you want to do or what you want to accomplish in the future, and taking that action right now, knowing that it's going to make a difference, instead of beating yourself up for, I should have done it before, or I should have done this 5 years ago, or 5 months ago, or 5 days ago, or 5 minutes ago. Today starts now. It's never too late to be what you might have been, is what I'm getting at. The last thing is eliminating the distractions. Definitely, we're in a world full of a bunch of noise, and there's so many things that can get in your way. It could be circumstance, it could be people, sometimes children or family or partners or friends or clients, whatever the case may be. But noise can cause distractions and prevent you from being productive and give you an excuse to procrastinate. So focusing in and honing in on what it is that you want to do, drowning out that noise, is often something that's going to have you take an action and keep the momentum going on the action. The simple truth is that, 20 genius ideas not executed are nowhere near as good as one idea that you actually take a step in. So jump off the log, stop deciding, start doing, and the results that you will experience will be probably more amazing than anything that you ever thought could accomplish. And on that, I gotta go.